Okay, to give you an idea where this walk starts and ends, we just passed the entrance to Laguna Village, and this is the road that goes from Bandon, I suppose, to up the coast to Niton Beach and beyond. Now this is where it shows the walk starting. As you see, there's traffic barricades here now, the original plan of this walk, and there's nowhere to park here. So what I'd do is go down that road, but just to show you where it also ends. It shows the original walk ending, dropping onto this road and then walking back to that point. But as you can see, there's no footpath on this road. It's actually, we're early in the moment, but it can be a busy road with trucks, and I don't think it's particularly safe walking along this road, and there's nothing to see when you've got trucks like this hurtling along it. So we're going to go now, because there's two of us, Gordon behind. You see it's about a kilometre or so along this road. This walk comes down and hits the road. We're going to park one car. You okay?
Yeah, I just thought I'd better ask her. I didn't realise there was people in there.
Yeah.
I just said I'll
come back. The barrier open. I thought, well, maybe they shut the barrier.
I said, is car alright there? I'll come back and have something to eat. I'm just going for a walk. I'll just have to get back and do a runner.
I mean, there's room just up the road. I mean, you just literally park the road. Okay. So you see, walking along here is coming back. I don't see.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You get busy this road. You get trucks and things hurtling around, and there's no footpath.
Like, as in Thailand, there's fucking no footpaths anywhere, is there?
No, so I don't see really that the point. And it shows it initially. This walk, whoever first drew this walk up on all trails, and I mean, just follow his route. Shows it starting at this corner, but again, there's all this barricade here now. I don't think it was there before, so you could have pulled off the road, but you can't now.
These trails are all trails. They've all been made by people, right?
The ones in red.
Right. So you could make your own. I mean,
I do. Yeah, I've submitted that one last week.
Oh, was that wasn't already there? That one last week?
No. That's the one I found. You see.
Right.
So you see, we go down this road. I'm just camera now, and there's just a high wall and bank on the left, and there's just this. It's just houses on the right. So unless you're into looking into through people's windows, there's
bugger all.
As Gordon just said, there's bugger all down here to see. So what I do, what I did last time, was drove to the end of here, which is where the path goes up, and started there, and then came back to the same point. Now that does involve climbing back up the first hill we go up quite a steep road, and then up through the woods again and down, which is not that far, but it does actually just mean repeating yourself at that point. So here we are at sort of the end of this track. There's nothing much going to come down here, so I just park. You can park off the road just here, and to me this is a far more sensible place to actually start the walk. Okay, so here we are at the start now, at the bottom of the road, and I've got my fellow Yorkshireman Gordon who's joined me today. So we're going to do an up all the way around and then drop down onto that road where Gordon's left his car. Got a couple of dogs come to see us off from the little house over there. Here, do you want to... That's what I'm holding these poles. There you go. Yeah, got it. So off we go. We start immediately going uphill on this road. It soon ends this road and turns into a track. So we're heading up that hill to the east of those houses, which is a resort called the Pavilions, which has a bar at the top, which we know well, called 360.
Absolutely.
Where you can see actually both sides. You can see the west coast and the east. So off we go. Okay, so this is where the road petered out quite quickly, then becomes this gravel track. This is the first place where you could take a wrong turn. There was one just below us where you turn left, not right. Now this one, I know the first time I did this I initially thought, oh, it'll be straight on up. It isn't. It's through here. This sign I've had translated actually says this is private land, but it doesn't say you can't use it. The path's going through, and there's another sign a bit further up coming the other way saying the same thing. So it's quite a pleasant walk. Does obviously climb uphill shortly. There's quite a few, again, wildflowers, butterflies, in the odd wild orchid last time. And again, not a soul in sight along here. So here we are now, and towards the top of this first hill. And we're out in the sun again. The thing, of course, with the west coast, fortunately there are planning limits. How high can you build up to?
80 metres above sea level.
80 metres above sea level. Well, I think some of these go beyond that, but at least it means further up there's no development. You can probably see the sea there.
That looks like the old Tamarind Hills.
You think it is Tamarind Hills?
It is, yeah.
Which never completed, was it?
No, it's an empty shell.
It's just an empty shell. They ran out of money. In reality, for sea views, obviously they're all want to build on these hills for the views, but the reality is, I think, the east coast actually has better views, because you're looking over Pagnell Bay, but there's no beaches that side. Now what I did last time, because I finished where I started, so to speak, I had to climb all the way up this road from the bottom,
right, to
get back up to the top, to then go back just through the woodlands. So this is a bit at the end of the walk. It's quite a steep climb. I mean, it's
right.
not, and not just have to even climb up it, but the way we're doing it today, we won't come back up here. We'll actually go a different way and just go straight down onto the main road. Still development going on despite the current situation. Nice views of the sea out there. So yeah, Gilon confirms this is what was called Tamarind Hills initially. Nearly finished and then ran out of money, so it's just an empty shell. Okay, we come up what is quite a steep road. You can see over there, got a good view of the sea. Little out rock over there. Spin around and you see some developments going on. We're getting near the top now of this bit and we'll turn off at last. This concrete road has obviously been built for potential new development. In reality, you could drive all the way up here and park up where we'll turn off into the forest. Okay, so for anybody wanting to do this walk, in theory you could drive up here, or indeed probably this roadway, and you could actually pull onto here and park. If you do walk it, this junction is where you turn off and happily say goodbye to the road. Well, I've got a nice view over the sea there, and this is, say to me, it looks as though they've been getting landfill or something from around here. It's a bit of a wasteland. I love this tree. It just stands tall above all the others. And just here is the entrance into the jungle. There's a bit of a scramble actually just to get up. And then we're in the shade of the trees for a while. So this is just a short scramble up into the woods. As last time I came here, there was a motorbike parked here. Obviously somebody tending the rubber trees. So we just need to scramble up there, and then the path for us, there's a couple of paths up there that bears off to the right we want to be. So this is the path, quite clear, covered in leaves. Quite a few bits of fallen bamboo just to walk over. There's one spot where there's a whole bamboo tree fallen. Just have to squeeze under, but other than that, this is quite a nice path. And with the tree canopy nice and shaded. So this is bamboo that's just fallen down, but as you can see, easy enough to get through. Have to crouch down, and that's it. We're going downhill all the way here, by the way.
Like an oasis.
Exactly. Saw some beautiful herons. There's one over there, but you won't see it on the camera. But herons here last time I came by, and that's the other lake we just passed. So we do pass a much bigger lake, nicer lake as well than this. So here we now, Fisher Park. We're surrounded by lots of little dogs. They're friendly enough. I think they're about 12. I'll give you, I know you remember, do you remember me from before? I gave you a treat, didn't I? Keep you away from Gordon, so yeah. Feeding time at the zoo. You're not interested, are you? Sorry, the camera's probably all over there. But these will follow us up the road a little bit. There were cows up here as well last time. So yeah, we've been up another hill, not that high. Come down again. Just marking how you get these clearings. Obviously people have cleared it. Maybe intention of, who knows, selling the land if it's...
It's like a villa almost thing sitting on top of that haze.
Yeah. Small shack, and I know there's a couple of houses down here. If you want to live and feel like you're living in the middle of nowhere. Well, we're coming towards the end of the jungle. As you see, we've still got one dog with us, and we've been off the beaten track a bit. So I can see this one needs to stay with us to the end of the walk, hopefully, and then me drop it off where it lives. Doesn't seem at all bothered. So there we are at the end, cafe at the end of the road, and there's a lot of big trucks going down this road, so certainly wouldn't recommend walking along it. It's a nice little cafe though. And you see the owner's given us a piece of string, so we've got a makeshift lead on this dog, which I'll drive back to where he came from. So the other one found his way home alright. So it was 11?
Just over 11 kilometres.
And what was the ascent total?
Oh, Elevation 270.9, elevation gain, total descent 272.
Yeah, so because where we started was probably a little bit lower, but yeah, last time I did it and went back up that hill, it was about 400 and some, so this is obviously cutting out that hill. But pleasant walk?
Pleasant, very pleasant walk, yeah. Highest altitude at 101 metres.
Is that all?
Yeah.
So it just shows you, so none of those...
The lowest at -9, I don't know that I don't know how that works out.
I'll see what Old Trail says when I go back to look at it.
Yeah.